Okay, so before we move on to Star Lake, after last night's performance, not that it was a bad performance, just the situation, it just kind of came out of nowhere, too. It was just like, maybe if you were there, you were like, oh man, it might rain. Maybe you were kind of tracking it all night, but on the webcast, just all of a sudden, it's like, oh man, it's windy. Oh man, it's raining. Oh man, the show is over. That was it. It was like, oh. And then I guess once I saw the credits roll, I thought that was a pretty good sign that it was over. Maybe they teased, I guess, apparently, like they might come back, but that was not the case. And so we'll start at the beginning with Huntsville. Usually the first couple of shows of tour, that's something that's going to be sort of the least memorable stuff of the summer. So the fact that Huntsville started out with two really good shows made a lot of great hope for the summer. It was like, if those are going to be two of the least memorable, we got some big things in store. And it did seem like we started out 5 shows. Perhaps each one got a little better. I don't know. Some people preferred night 1 in Huntsville. But with Alpharetta, it seemed to go 1, 2, and 3 just each night, getting a little bit better. Just boom, blowing up. Maybe that was the problem in Wilmington night 1. They needed to hit the reset button. They boom. They just like grew and grew and grew. Peak night 3 in Alpharetta. No need to go downhill though. Maybe just hang out there at the peak for a while in Wilmington. So who knows? But obviously, the first night in Wilmington seems to be everyone's least favorite show so far. There's people there that enjoyed it. Some people there that did not enjoy it. That's when it was kind of bad. When people there did not enjoy it, and people on .net give it an overall rating of under 2.5, or it was maybe sitting around a 2.5, 2.6 last I saw. That's low. I haven't seen something that low like since Vegas '04 maybe. I don't know. There's probably been others, but I'm sure there has been others. Yeah, so then last night, first set was just okay, nothing great, some barely good, had some highlights, and then the second set, yeah, boy, I'd like to have seen that Sense and Settle Sounds completed, especially in just a complete monsoon. As Trey said, they were prepared to go forward. I don't know if anybody would have been electrocuted or not. I'm not sure how that works. Not real up on my electric code, so... Page seemed a little concerned. Fishman did not. He was crashing. You see Fishman over there crashing? Water on the cymbals. That's the best time to crash, when you got water on the cymbals. You can still ride, even with water on the cymbals, but it's not as fun. So then, what were the highlights so far? Alpharetta seemed to have them all. They had the Tweezer, the Ruby Waves, the Carini. Then Wilmington did get the song I Heard the Ocean Sing. And then also Huntsville had a really good free. Those are probably my 5 favorites so far this summer. And then I did enjoy the Well, Prince Caspian, possibly an honorable mention. I believe that may have also been Huntsville, or was that night 1 of Alpharetta. Jaboo, probably the biggest letdown. I'm a Jaboo guy, kind of a Jaboo, trying to carry the flag for Jaboo. Didn't deliver. In fact, it's had a handful of bad outings lately. It's kind of a shift in what is their best stuff right now, too. Bathtub Gin's still hanging in there. Tweezer, obviously. Simple, I don't know, maybe a little recency bias there. I'm thinking over the last 5 years, 8, 10, 11 tours, whatever, when they get out there, on the road. Songs Wave of Hope, Sigma Oasis, like I said, Bathtub Gin and Tweezer. Simple, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know, is it as consistent? And then I like songs like Wave of Hope and Set Your Soul Free, Everything's Right. I hate to put those on the list, but it's kind of hard to deny that Everything's Right, Set Your Soul Free, and Sigma Oasis, Wave of Hope. Like, if you're going to a show, you should probably be kind of rooting to hear one of those. I mean, obviously, if you're going to get a big nasty stash, you'll take that over it, but Ruby Waves continues to just deliver great jams. Down with Disease, Mr. Consistency. Carini, I don't know if maybe Carini just made a comeback, Ghost trying to make a little bit of a comeback, so Free, staying hot since I guess 2021, I believe. So yeah, Wave, maybe what's that, 11 songs there right now? Top 11 Phish jams. Wave of Hope, yeah. Sigma Oasis, yeah. Gin, Tweezer, yeah. Simple, maybe. Set Your Soul Free, Free, Everything's Right, yes. Carini, Down with Disease, and Ruby Waves. That's some of the best. I'm sure maybe I'm forgetting a few. But then, sadly, songs like Wolfman's Brothers, Undermine, Rogue, 46 Days, pretty strong still, usually. But, the songs through the first part of when I started recapping, it just seemed like they had this set of 10, 12, 15 songs that were just hammers. And P-Fish hammers over the head. And then some of them first set, some of them second set. So it's nice to see they still got it with Down with Disease, Carini. They haven't totally abandoned. I feel like Tweezers even made a bit of a comeback. And believe it or not, there was a brief time there when most Tweezers were just ho-hum. So I don't know, I think that about covers it. I think I mentioned I did enjoy the Well, Mole. I know most people aren't a big Mole guy, but enjoy that. The Howling, Susie. Probably the best whiteboard, I'd say, was night 3 of Alpharetta, if I can say. Last night's interesting. Oh, that Wilmington night one don't look too bad. Yeah, take a look at that one again. All right, guys, they're everywhere. We got whiteboards everywhere. So, Star Lake's up next. Expecting real big things there. I think that's a show people have kind of been eyeballing ever since the shows were announced. They're like, 2 nights at Star Lake, eh? It's the Cool Venue Crash and Ride Tour. Boom. Some people didn't like the venue. They said it was an odd, weird venue. I thought Huntsville was cool. Alpharetta, while maybe, yeah, Alpharetta's cool. You know, I don't know. Trey gave it a shout out. Doesn't have like some eye-catching design, I suppose. And then, yeah, the one in Wilmington certainly does. So the Cool Venue Crash and Ride Tour continues on into Star Lake, Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. Phish 2023. Boom. We are out of here.